So ever since I've been doing videos involving mysterious photos, many of you have sent me your own photos or findings. This photo was sent to me by a subscriber named Jess, and she asked if the photo shows a real Megalodon. First, let's take a look at the animal in question. The Megalodon is one of the most mysterious and elusive prehistoric animals in the world. At an estimated length of 45 to 60 foot long, it also happens to be one of the largest prehistoric sharks to ever have existed, and one of the most powerful predators on Earth. In fact, due to its large size, this shark was given the name Megalodon, which in translation means big tooth. The massive 7-inch teeth that have been recovered from the now extinct Megalodon can be observed in various museums and aquariums as a true testament to this animal's ginormous size. The widespread distribution of Megalodon fossils, in particular teeth, suggests that it was a species that inhabited a wide range of marine environments, preferring warm and temperate shallower waters. They were at the top of the food chain and would have eaten large prey such as dolphins and whales. The beginning of life on this planet when it comes to animals is believed to have started in and around the Earth's oceans. In fact, over 70% of the world today is covered in water, and despite advances in technology and our understanding of the ocean, countless oceanic animals still remain hidden and undiscovered. Although simple cells and bacteria have been on this Earth much longer than animal life, it's believed that fish began inhabiting the Earth's oceans around 500 million years ago. After doing some research, I found out that the Westside National Park is located in the Bahamas. It encompasses a vast area of coastal mangrove habitat. This is an important nursery area for lobsters and fish. It's also a prime bone fishing area, and is utilised by the endangered Angros rock iguana and many bird species, including the West Indian flamingo. So with this in mind, a quick Google search showed me the answer, and not surprisingly, this is a fake. Through archaeological findings and research, it's believed that the Megalodon became extinct somewhere around 1.5 million years ago for unknown reasons, although scientists and research have claimed numerous theories for its possible extinction. In order to generate these extinction estimates, researchers have studied the fossil records of these enormous sharks, using state-of-the-art technology and fossil reading techniques to estimate the age of the fossil bones that have been identified, such as Megalodon teeth and backbone. Just like the sharks of today, these sharks were comprised mainly of cartilage. So even though these sharks were immense, the majority of their bodies were not fossilized. Cartilage usually disintegrates too fast for the fossilization process to occur. Therefore, there are still many factors of the Megalodon that we are unsure of. Luckily, teeth have been found and investigated. Because of this, paleontologists have now managed to uncover quite a few facts about these amazing creatures. And although many specifics are still debated, there are a few things that most are definitely in agreement on. An idea that sometimes crops up is, could Megalodon be hiding in really deep oceans, escaping our detection? Scientists say probably not. Fossil evidence from Megalodon suggests they preferred shallower, warmer waters, and would have inhabited areas rife with large prey needed to sustain their populations. They also used coastal area as nursing grounds. Furthermore, it's thought that one of the factors that may have contributed to their extinction was the migration of their prey to colder waters, restricting the prey available to them. They just were not adapted to life deep in the oceans. The Persian Gulf is mostly shallow and has many islands. The Gulf is bordered by Oman and the United Arab Emirates to the south, and to the west by Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Although oil was discovered in the Gulf in 1908, it wasn't until the 1930s when major finds were made and keen international interest in the region revived. For many years, the Gulf oil fields, which are among the most productive in the world, had been extensively developed and modern port facilities had been constructed. Nearly 50% of the world's total oil reserves are estimated to be found in the Persian Gulf. It's also a large fishing source, and was once the chief centre of the pearling industry. However, it's also here that a giant shark was spotted. Scientists from the University of British Columbia have been investigating whether this giant shark could still inhabit the Persian Gulf. Back in November, when researchers were going through satellite imagery from Google Earth, they found a huge shark estimated to be around 70 feet in length. The Megalodon was believed to have been 50 to 70 feet long, with early estimations ranging from 80 to 100 foot. It's tough to investigate what exactly this is as we only have one picture. Through archaeological findings and research, it's believed the Megalodon became extinct somewhere around 1.5 million years ago for unknown reasons, although scientists and researchers have claimed numerous theories for its possible extinction. This isn't the only Megalodon to have been sighted over the years. In his book Sharks and Rays of the Australian Seas, Australian naturalist David Steed shared this story which some believe describes a terrifying encounter with a Megalodon. In the year 1918, I recorded the sensation that had been caused among the outside crayfishmen at Port Stephens, when for several days they refused to go back to their regular fishing grounds in the vicinity of Broughton Island. The men had been working on the fishing grounds when a giant shark showed up, lifting pot after pot containing many crayfish. These crayfish pots were around 4 feet in diameter and frequently contained from 2 to 3 dozen good-sized crayfish, each weighing several pounds. The men were all unanimous that this was a giant shark. In company with the local fisheries inspector, I questioned many of the men very closely, and they all agreed as to the gigantic stature of the beast, but the lengths they gave were absurd. But bear in mind these were men who were used to the sea and saw all sorts of weather, and also all sorts of sharks as well. The case remains a mystery. Over the years there have been many stories and photos allegedly showing Megalodons. One photograph in particular which stirred up a lot of controversy is this one. It was originally presented in a Discovery Channel documentary. The photo shows the dorsal and tail fins of a shark next to a submarine. The shark in question is said to be 64 foot in length. The image was actually fabricated. The documentary was in fact a mockumentary which was stated in a very small disclaimer at the end. The scientists that also appeared in the documentary entitled Megalodon the Monster Shark Lives were also actors. Another photo showing a supposed Megalodon is this one. The description is that a 60-foot shark washed up on a South African beach. The photo was taken by Lieutenant Commander John Cleese of the South African Coast Guard. Not much is known about the footage. While some have said it's a fake shark, others have suggested it's a normal-sized shark next to some small containers. To date, we've explored less than 5% of the ocean. It covers more than 70% of the planet's surface, driving weather, regulating temperature, and ultimately supporting all living organisms. Scientists also discovered over 1,400 new species in the oceans last year, so it's clear we're only scratching the surface of what we know about our oceans. But what do you guys think? Does this photo show a real Megalodon, or is it just another hoax? In 1875, the British ship HMS Challenger pulled a pair of Megalodon teeth from the seabed. In 1959, Dr. Tedeschi of London's Queen Mary College attempted to date the teeth by studying the build-off of manganese dioxide layer on each tooth. Through examining manganese dioxide deposition, it was determined the teeth were 11,000 to 24,000 years old. If correct, those findings would indicate at the very least Megalodon may have gone extinct far later than previously thought. However, manganese dioxide dating is often unreliable, particularly in dating shark teeth. Novelist and deep-sea angler Zane Grey claimed to have had an experience with a massive shark which some believe could have been a Megalodon. In the novel Megalodon Fact or Fiction, Rick Emmer writes that Grey claimed to have seen one of these giant creatures of the South Pacific, a shark much longer than his 30 to 40 foot boat. Apparently the shark was yellow and green with a square head, immense pectoral fins and a few white spots. It's widely believed by scientists and researchers that the Megalodon perished millions of years ago. What's left of this creature is huge teeth that are found all over the world. However, there are some that still believe this giant roams the oceans. During its time, the Megalodon was the apex predator of the ocean. The widespread distribution of Megalodon fossils, in particular teeth, suggests that it was a species that inhabited a wide range of marine environments, preferring warm and temperate shallower waters. They were at the top of the food chain, and would have eaten large prey such as dolphins and whales. Because the Megalodon became extinct around 1.5 million years ago and their bones have largely decayed over the years, it's proven somewhat difficult for researchers to truly identify the appearance and behaviour of the Megalodon. Therefore, it's only possible to theorise what the Megalodon looked like, as well as how it hunted, swam and thrived in the ocean. Using technology and our understanding of shark anatomy, researchers and scientists have put together numerous theories and models for how the Megalodon lived and hunted. The scientists have created mini-scale replicas of the Megalodon, and this gives us an idea of what it looked like. These massive animals were also capable of tremendous bite strength, and bite tests performed by researchers estimate this animal had a bite force of 40,000 pounds per square inch, making it extremely effective as an ocean predator. But according to some people, this ancient predator may still be swimming in our oceans. There is one creature that has come to be known as the Black Demon. This shark has locals scared for its thought this creature could be a man-eater, and may have a taste for human flesh. Described as similar in appearance to the great white shark, the creature is said to be dark black in appearance, rather than the grey shade that great whites tend to have on their dorsal area. It's said to be anywhere between 20 to 60 feet long, and the size of a school bus. Having massive eyes said to pierce you with terror, its huge tail is its defining feature, seen by many whipping around at the surface of the water. Also differing from any known species of shark, it apparently has attack bones, and has been seen leaping out of the water to catch seals and sea lions, engulfing groups whole. Sightings of this creature are rare, and no physical evidence has been found to prove this creature exists. One eyewitness said the following: "I think that I've seen the Black Demon near Mexico. I was out fishing one evening and I saw a giant dorsal fin. As it came towards me, I could see this fin was over 5 feet in height. All I can describe of the creature is that it was very dark." It's important to remember that we're still learning about our oceans and what lives inside them. For example, the megamouth shark was discovered in 1976, and since then only a few of these sharks have been seen, with less than 100 specimens being observed or caught. This proves there are many more creatures lurking down in the depths that we're unaware of. There have been numerous eyewitness accounts of huge sharks throughout history, with many people coming forward with their stories. One issue with the Megalodon theory is that fossil evidence from this shark suggests they preferred shallower, warmer waters, and would have inhabited areas rife with large prey needed to sustain their populations. They also used coastal areas as nursing grounds. Furthermore, it's thought that one of the factors that may have contributed to their extinction was the migration of their prey to colder waters, restricting the prey available to them. These giant sharks were not adapted to life deep in the oceans. So what do you guys think? Could Megalodon still be swimming in our oceans? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.